Now, please don't forget that how we reach more people in this weaponized war against the globalists, in this weaponized media where we use truth, the system use disinformation and lies, is you, the listener, taking the link to the free podcast, the free live video feeds, and more, and sending it out to friends and family. And last night, we were watching the nightly news. The 3-hour extended coverage on iPhones and on Droids was working really wonderfully. The crew did an amazing job. The reporters did an incredible job. I am so blessed to be in the midst of such great company and to see our organization getting more and more focused, more and more professional, more and more prolific as our output increases as we try to oppose the globalist disinformation system. With great success. It is a true blessing. So I want to thank all of you out there that do support Infowars.com, who are PrisonPlanet.tv nightly news subscribers, and who also promote and support our local AM and FM affiliates and more. We salute you. So continuing here with the State of the Union, carbon taxes are wonderful. You're going to get free college now, even though that's not what the plan even says, and that's admitted. You just pay in the second half of it with interest. Also, Obama, again, taunted the Republicans. And John Bound put together this report that's online with the graphics and the numbers from Congress. 15 politicians in the State of the Union gallery still win when America loses. Average politician in Congress is not remotely similar to the typical American in terms of wealth. And of the 15, almost all of them are Democrats. John Delaney, Democrat, 111 million plus. And by the way, they hide most of their money. Jay Rockefeller, 108 million. How about trillions? He's the head of it now. David's kind of faded off. So, I mean, we're talking trillions. Oh, he has 108 million. Yeah, and I'm an Easter bunny. Mark Warner, 95 million. Jared Polis, all Democrats, 73 mil. Richard Blumenthal, 62 mil. Scott Peters, 54 mil. Democrat. It keeps going. And I'm not involved in class warfare here. If you made $1 billion with a great widget or a great idea, more power to you. You're going to own homes and cars and aircraft and employ hundreds of people, thousands of people. We need more nouveau riche, rich people that will want to live in nice neighborhoods and want to plant big trees and want to build institutions and museums and libraries. Good old-fashioned rich people that built this country with their ideas. Most of them came from nowhere if you study where real rich people come from. They come from the grassroots innovators. Some from blue collar, some from white collar. Some from farmers, some the sons of lawyers or daughters of sea captains. You make $1 billion coming out with a book, more power to you. But when you make your money off government contracts and insider deals and insider trading, like John Boehner's doing with Obamacare that he makes millions a year off of, with his insurance stocks going up, you're a criminal. I don't care if Congress 6 years ago got caught and then passed a law. It'd be like if they caught the Texas legislature collectively kidnapping children and barbecuing them, hypothetically. I'm not saying that's happening, hypothetically, something extreme. Or let's say they caught the legislature in a bipartisan fashion dealing methamphetamine. And then the legislature got together and passed a law saying it's legal for us to deal methamphetamine. It's hypocrisy. It isn't legal when the president does it, like Milhouse Nixon said. Richard M. Nixon. It's a load of horse pucky. Or as we say in Texas, of prunes. So let's go to John Bound's brief report. Here it is. It's on Infowars.com. Get it out to everybody with the documents.
We have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
The average member of Congress is worth 18 times the average American household, according to the Center for Responsive Politics. The average net worth of a lawmaker is $1,029,505 in 2013, a 2.5% increase from 2012, whereas the average American's household is worth $56,355. Not only that, but 50.8% of Congress are millionaires. While the median net worth of an American family has declined by nearly one-third between 2007 and 2013, members of Congress have recovered quite well from the recession. The Senate's median net worth went from $2.3 million to $2.8 million over that period, while for members of the House, the numbers went from $708,500 to $843,507. Overall, CRP's annual analysis of lawmakers' financial statements once again shows that they are not remotely similar to the typical American in terms of wealth, investments, and economic security. Whether voters elect them because they are successful or because people of modest means do not run, or for other reasons, is unclear. But struggling Americans should not assume that their elected officials understand their circumstances.
Making sure that these kids have a shot at the American dream.
Banner is mentally ill.
It's important.
Okay, and let's, in fact, I want Bound to do a larger analysis off the numbers because I've just seen the wealth numbers over the years and know it to be a fact. Plus, I have the list here. That's almost all Democrats that are worth hundreds of millions. The only reason that the general Congress is only worth a couple million each on average is because the Republicans who are there, who are grassroots Tea Party people, usually have a couple $100,000 in the bank. So they're averaging that low number to the Democrats with hundreds of millions. I mean, you look at Harry Reid, pretty much his entire family is given giant no-bid contracts. It's like the vice president's son was given control over the largest gas company that was state-run a few months ago in Ukraine. And just his position in the company was estimated in reports we covered here on air at $4 billion. He just got out of college 2 years ago. You get out of college and you're worth $4 billion. He's on the board. He's got a position in the company now, estimated at $4 billion. He looks like a possum that got caught eating on a dead cow or something. I'm sorry, just look at that demon. These people are hardcore mafias, laughing at you and your family, telling you you're going to get free health care and free this and that. It's all a load of just pure lies. Now, I'm going to get more into the State of the Union to play a bunch of clips at the bottom of the next hour. I'm going to open the phones up in the first half of the next hour to get your take on the State of the Union. Because just because almost no one watched it, we still have to decipher it, break it down, and show the lies. And we're going to be doing more of that on the Nightly News tonight as well, with the numbers themselves side by side. Also coming up, Edward Snowden says iPhones are loaded with secret spyware. He also said that birds live in nests. Did you know that he said that water was wet and that cows go moo and the mommies have milk? Wow, thank you, Snowden. I mean, this has been known forever. It's in the Telecommunications Act of '96 that all this would be put into the phones. It's a computer that watches everything you do, tracks everything you do, including your heart rate. Oh, yeah, even if you don't turn the apps on, it's tracking your heart rate, everything you're doing. It is a government spy robot that you pay to attach to yourself. I'm just being honest with everybody. I mean, just know. But, oh, my gosh. And it turns out the FBI is running spy, fake cell tower stealing data. Just a year ago, they said it didn't exist and called people conspiracy theorists. Because that's what you do to an enemy. You give an enemy disinfo. You teach them 2 + 2 = 5. You get on the air and say, I'm not a communist, I'm Bill Ayers. What's that red star on your website? A lot of people have red stars, Alex. And weak-minded people on YouTube, it's a small number, but a large minority, think I lost the debate because Bill Ayers ball-faced shoveled baloney at people. We're going to take that interview and take everything he said and then show him to be deceptive. That interview yesterday was phase 1. You'll see how we skin cats around here. These things must be done delicately, to quote the Wicked Witch of the East from The Yellow Brick Road saga, The Wizard of Oz. Now, we're going to get into that as well today. We're also going to break down the really important news, but I do have an angle on this. The NFL has found that there were bad balls. And we're talking about, not about Boehner not having the will to stand up for America and having no inflatables. We're talking about the New England Patriots, who are famous for cheating. But that's just because they've been caught. The refs checked the balls, and so they must have been